All right. It is Monday night. About to watch the national championship game, Georgia, Alabama. It is the who gives a shit.
Yeah, it's the SEC
National
championship
game.
over again.
Yeah.
The game nobody wanted to see.
I mean, it'll be on. I don't really care who wins. If they could both lose, that'd be great. But, whatever. Anyway. All right, so I was down at Harris Teeter today. The last video with all of the, when we did the two, the NA beer and the Cold Snap got a lot of hits. I'm guessing it's because of the NA beer, So I found another one. Sam Adams actually put out one. It is just the Haze. So it is their non-alcoholic IPA, malt beverage with natural flavors. Beaver anus.
Natural flavors.
And it is
easy, hoppy, and brewed with pride.
Yes. All right, it's less than 0.5%.
Which again, that's the threshold to meet if you want to be declared NA as 0.5 or less.
It has 1.5 grams of protein.
Wow.
It's practically a protein shake.
I'm very committed to fitness, so.
Fitness beer in your mouth.
That's terrible.
All right, so usually I am not an IPA person, but
you also like alcohol.
It is a beer, nonetheless. It is a malted beverage, so we're gonna give this thing a whirl. The IPA expert here is gonna give her actual opinion.
You're just going to say it tastes like shit and complain about it being bitter and piney.
It is. I can get the pininess. It does smell citrusy.
We should actually come up with a bingo card for people to follow along with, which is like, what does Mike bitch about in this review?
Well, I know what I'm going into, so it's not like I don't know, right? This is definitely not, what is it, West Coast IPA?
No, it's hazy.
It is hazy.
I like a hazy IPA.
If you were to just sit there and I had no sense of smell,
it smells great.
Then I would be like, oh, that's possibly a wheat beer. But yeah, it's got that hazy kind of.
It smells like an IPA. It's got a real nice hop smell. Yeah. It's got a real nice like grapefruity smell to it.
It does have a citrusy smell to it.
I'm excited about this.
All right. That's not bad at all.
It's got quite a bit of sweetness to it.
That isn't that piney at all.
I would say almost like a mango flavor.
It's a lot. It smells a lot pineier than it tastes.
It's not bitter at all.
At all. Yeah. For an IPA, that's pretty smooth.
Yeah, this is very crushable. Yeah. And not particularly. It's missing that like real bitterness that you get from some of the juicy, hazier IPAs.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm surprised by the sweetness, though. There is a mild sweetness to it.
Aren't a lot of the NA beers sweeter, though?
They are. I think a lot of them have honey in them. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It really doesn't have the ingredients on here, obviously. I'm sure it's on the website, but...
It's made out of beer things, man.
Only 98 calories. If you're doing dry January, there you go.
Or if you're in the doldrums of pregnancy and cannot have anything with alcohol. This is tasty.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think if I put it up against the Athletic Brewing NA beer I had the other day, the Athletic Brewing was more like a true IPA in flavor. This has more fruit taste to it than I had anticipated, especially since it's not advertised as being like a mango or a grapefruit or an orange IPA. That being said, it is absolutely delicious and 10 out of 10 recommend because NA beers used to all be complete shit, and people are actually making an effort these days, not just for us sad pregos out there who can't have real beer, but for lots of people who, for whatever reason, aren't doing alcohol.
Well, what made me think of getting this, I follow another beer and distillery reviewer, and he found Miller Sharps, which I wasn't even aware they made anymore. But that is a NA beer from Miller, obviously. But I was like, oh, that's kind of cool that he was, reviewing an NA beer. But here we are, dry January. I'll get a few more of these. Heineken makes a decent one.
I like the Heineken Zero. I can already tell you that right now.
There's a bunch of other.
The problem with sampling and reviewing NA beers is that for the most part, they're not sold as single beers. So you can't put together a variety pack like you could at Total Wine. Instead, you have to buy a 6-pack and just hope it's not shit. So I know there are quite a few companies out there that make stouts and make porters and make other kind of darker beers. I haven't really ventured into
Athletic Beer makes porters and stouts as well.
I haven't tasted any of those, so we can give them a whirl. But it's quite the investment if you're going to buy 6-pack. If you hate it, then you're stuck with it.
Yeah, but you'll probably drink the other 4 of these, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So this is a winner. Sam Adams got a winner with this one. It's pretty new too. If I'm not mistaken, it's just maybe 6 months old. I don't remember them having it before then. So anyway, all right, we're about to watch the national championship. I guess whoever, I don't know. Should we support Alabama for Todd or
No,
No?
I'm not going to support either of them.
Okay.
I hope there's a tie. I hope they go into like 14 times overtime and everybody just is so exhausted they have to go home.
Probably won't happen.
Oh, a girl can dream.
That's true. Well, I guess I'll pull for Georgia because Georgia hasn't won a national championship since
Also,
1980.
they have a bulldog as their mascot, and
That's
we
true.
are quite partial to bulldogs in this house.
Yes.
This little sleepy shit.
Anyway, all right. So if you're doing dry January, definitely give this one a shot. We'll do a few more NAs before the month is out. That's a
I'll be
review.
doing NAs until May.
That's true. So, all right.